Okay, alright, I am going to make this video. I don't know, maybe I should put my glasses on, but I guess not. So, if you can't, so my eyes can be seen. But I am going to make this video about my life. Let's see. I'm 51. I'm single. I've never been married. Right now I guess you could say this is an institution, place. Let's see. Anyway. Yeah, I should have my glasses on. Can't see my eyes, but oh well. Anyway, I'm 51. I remember when I was growing up, I was 4 years old. I was 4 years old. And I remember my dad kissing my mom and looking up and seeing that, and ever since then I wanted to get married since I was 4. And that is 46, let's see. Yeah, in just over 2 years, I'll be 56. I'll be 50, no, I won't be 56. I'll be 54 in just over 2 years. It'll be 50 years that I wanted to get married. And, then, but anyway, it's just, I'm sick and tired of being single, people understood how much, people who are married probably don't think, oh, it's no big deal. It's, not that big of a deal to be married. But when you've never been married, when you've never know what it's like to do certain things, then you don't understand what being single, what it's like to be single and to be 51 and still almost 52. In a couple months I'll be 52. You don't understand what it's like to be almost 52 and single and never have been married. You have no idea. People who have been married probably think, oh, it's no big deal, but no. It is a big deal. It's a big deal to me. It's like, God, why do I have to wait? Why do I have to wait until after, why do I have to wait, almost 50 years and counting before I getting married? Why? If I could call God, talk to God himself, if I had a phone to heaven, that's what I would say. God, why do I have to wait? When is that going to happen? When am I going to get married? When am I going to get married? It ticks me off that I've got to wait. Yeah, I'm sorry I don't trust God. I don't put my faith in God that I'll get married at the right time. But I'm sick of waiting. Sick and tired of waiting. Sick and tired of some other things too. You know, my third video, you can see how frustrated I am with some things. But oh well. But that's another video that I'll make. You know, my life has been, some of it's been fun, some of it has really sucked. You know, to be honest, it has. You know, why did I have to get picked on growing up? You know, why did I have to have someone make it their mission in life to make my life as crappy as possible? I don't know. I have no idea. When I get to heaven, I'm going to ask God that. Go, God, what the, you know, what the hey? Come on. Hopefully God will have exact, you know, have why things have happened to me, the things that have happened to me, you know, on a video screen, and show why it happened, because I don't know. I mean, it's hard to have faith. It's hard to have faith when things totally suck and you don't know why they're happening. It's just like, oh man. I know I should have faith, but yet, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, I can definitely say one thing: I am a survivor. Survivor of a lot of things. You know, survivor of a lot of bullying. You know, a lot of loneliness, a lot of survivor of a lot of crappy jobs and people treating me like crap. Yeah. You can look at some things in my life and think, oh, that was awesome, you know, and yeah, I would agree with that. I would definitely agree that some of the things I've done in my life have, you know, been incredible. You know, being in the Navy almost 8 years, you know, I mean, that's been great, and it's been crappy, you know. I mean, I didn't hang out with the guys that were out getting wasted, the guys that were looking for women to have sex with overseas. I didn't hang out with those guys. Wasn't a part of that scene, that part of the guys who did that a lot, you know. I mean, I'm glad I'm not. I'm glad God spared me from doing a lot of that crap, you know, because I didn't want to do that. That would have been hard to be a part of, or to what's the right word? To forgive myself for doing a lot of things other guys in the Navy did. You know, And one time, oh man, 10 minutes. Wow. And one time, this actually did happen. There's one time I was in the Philippines. I was with two other guys off of Clark Air Force Base, and one of the other two guys and I were borrowing the money to pay for the place from the third guy. And so anyway, we each had our own room. And when we got there, the guy was like, "Hey, do you want a girl for the night?" You know, being the military guys that we were, most guys probably would. Oh crap! I should take. Doggone it, that looks like crap. Take your glasses off. Anyway, okay. Anyway, back to my story. But most guys in the military, in the Air Force or the Navy, would probably say, "Yeah, yeah." If somebody asks them if they want a girl for the night, they're "Heck yeah, I want a girl for the night." You know, and in fact, both the other two guys had got girls for the night. What they did, I have no idea. Well, I've got some idea, but anyway, some idea what they did. They were probably doing the horizontal mambo, but anyway, you know, but anyway, getting back to my story, when they said, you know, "Do you want a girl for the night?" It was like God on one shoulder and Satan on the other. You know, God saying, "No, don't do this, don't do this." You know, and Satan going, "Come on, go ahead, you can do it." You know, it was like God saying, "Don't do this." You know, and Satan, "Oh, don't worry, no one will know." You know, and I just bowed my head and said, Lord, don't let me do this. Do not let me do this. Do not let me get a girl for the night. And that is the moment God put the thought in my mind to turn around and vamoose, amscray, to get out of there. That's exactly what I did. I mean, out of that area. I went back to my room. I read my devotions for the day. I watched some TV. I read some other things. And later on, I went out to where the pool area where those girls were the five girls, five were lined up, and the guy was like, "Which one do you want?" That's exactly what he said. Which one do you want? And later on, I came back out there, and they were gone. They were gone. It's like, praise God. You know, praise God I didn't say, "Okay, fine, I'll take it. I'll have a girl for the night." You know, and I would have had, you know, probably 10, 20, 30 minutes of fun for a lifetime of regret. That is exactly the way I've thought since then. That is exactly what I thought then at the time, and I've thought that ever since. 10, 20 minutes of fun for a lifetime of regret. And thank God I didn't. Praise God I never gave into that. But anyway, let's see. But yeah, I mean, if, you know, to all you ladies out there who are sick and tired of waiting for Mr. Right, you know, comment on this video, and I'll try to get back to you, and maybe we could get in contact and get to know each other better, and maybe you're Miss Right and I'm Mr. Right for you. You know, maybe you're Miss Right for me and I'm Mr. Right for you. You know, and that you're not a mistake for me. But anyway, I'm trying to be funny, but I don't know. Maybe you'll laugh, maybe you won't. But anyway. But yeah, I'm so sick and tired of being single. Oh, it's like, God, why? God, why do I have to wait? Oh my gosh, I'm sick of waiting. I'm sick and tired of waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. You know, why? Man. You know, I don't need a maid. I don't need a housekeeper. Well, housekeeper's the same thing as a maid, but I don't need a nurse. I don't need a cook. You know, I need a wife. I need first a girlfriend, then a fiance, then a wife. That is what I need. You know, someone who will love me for who I am. You know, this is, I think it will probably look better than I do on the video here, but that is what I need. I don't need someone to take care of me. You know, my family might disagree, but man, I do a good enough job. I do a good enough job myself, you know, and then to recover from a stroke almost 6 months ago. You know, April 3rd this year. Oh, excuse me. April 3rd is when I had my stroke, and to be able to do what I can do now since my stroke is amazing. You know, it is amazing what I can do. You know, to be able to walk and have nobody realize I had a stroke. To have people go, you had a stroke? To have people go, I want to have known unless I told them. And that has happened time after time after time. People are just like, you had a stroke? Really? Really? You had a stroke? It's like, yeah. They don't, April 3rd, they're just amazed that I did. But to be able to do that and to be able to do what I can do, my life isn't perfect. I'm not completely, totally 100% back to the way I was before the stroke. I probably never will be. But that's beside the point. To work, to do what I can do now, it's like, why shouldn't I be able to live on my own? Why shouldn't I be able to be taking care of myself, which I can do, yeah. Oh my gosh. Do Democrats really think about what they believe? Do Democrats really think about that? Think about what it would be like to be someone who's in need, who's needy, who needs help, or has to get, is kind of in this situation where other people have to help them? Do Democrats really think about that? I don't think they do. I really don't think they ever do think about what that's like. They, and if they did think about it, the only thing they would think about is like, oh, I certainly wouldn't want to be in that situation. I don't want to be in that situation. That would suck. Well, then why do you want to take people who are perfectly capable of taking care of themselves and making them dependent? Have someone take care of them then. Why do you do that? Why do you want to take more people who are independent and make them dependent? That's what I would like to know. That's what you need to think about. You need to think about that. You know, taking people who are completely independent and capable of taking care of themselves and then turning them into dependents. You know, put yourself in their shoes. How would you feel? Would you want to have to be, you know, dependent on somebody else for the rest of your life or for quite a while? I bet if when you were ever dependent, if you needed something, I bet you hated it. I bet it totally sucked for you. I bet you were like, oh, I hate this. I don't want to do this again. But yet, you know, it's like, oh, let's put a lot of people on government programs and welfare and other programs that make them dependent on the government. You know, you guys never think about that, do you? You never think about what it would be like to be in that situation. Only thing you think about is, oh, they would suck. Well, you think it would be suck if you were there doing that. How do you think the people who are dependent, how do you think they feel? Do you think they enjoy it? Do you think they want to have people give them money all the time? You know, heck no. They don't like that. Some people grow to become like that, but they don't start out like that. If I'd had my way, when I graduated from a university in North Dakota, I would have had a great job right away. I wouldn't have had to take one dime from my family if I'd had my way. You know, but I didn't. You know, that wasn't the case. That wasn't the situation. You know, why? Because dumbass Obama has been the president ever since I graduated. He has been the president since I've graduated. You know, the economy has been crap ever since I graduated. Since I graduated on May 14th, 2011, dumbass has been president. Okay? You know, maybe you don't understand what it's like to have to take crappy jobs. Or you've got a great job now and you haven't had to have a crappy job for several years. You know? Yeah, well, you don't, if you understood what it was like to do that, then maybe you wouldn't support him. But no, but since you do have a great job, since you do have, since you are well enough off, since you do have a great job, you don't understand what I'm in right now. You don't understand where I'm coming from. Oh, crap. I got it. Bleeding, but no big deal. Yeah. You don't understand what it's like to be, needy or have to ask for money from someone, and how much it sucks to do that, how much if I had my way, that never would have happened. I would have had a great job when I graduated. And I'd still have a great job now, and I'd, be doing that for the most part since I graduated. Democrats in my family don't understand that. You don't understand that, and you don't get it. You don't get where I've been, what I've gone through, what I'm going through. So don't think, oh yeah, we know what you should do. Oh, great. No, you don't know. You absolutely don't have a clue of what, you're always looking at it from the perspective of having a great job, oh, let's put them on, you know, Democrats, Democrats love breaking their arms, patting themselves on the back, trying to pat themselves on the back for being wonderful people. But no, that's not compassion. Taking somebody who's dependent and making them independent, that is compassion. Not what Democrats do, taking someone who's independent and making them dependent. That's not compassion. That's sadistic, And if you think that I don't understand what sadistic means, yeah, I do. Democrats enjoy taking away people's freedom, people's independence. Not every Democrat. I'm not saying every Democrat enjoys doing that, but a lot of Democrats seem to think that they're compassionate because they're taking care of other people. Well, you're taking care of people who need to be taken care of. Yeah, sure, yeah, okay, I can understand that. But not when you're doing that to people who should be on their own. They should be taking care of themselves when they can take care of themselves, when they can be on their own, when they can do what they need to have done for them, or maybe have a little help. Democrats don't understand that. Why are some Democrats so stupid? Because you are stupid. You are. You support Obama, you definitely don't have a clue what's going on. Oh crap, I'm really nuts. I'm really bleeding. Oh, but anyway. And yes, this is diet. It is Diet Mountain Dew, Diet NW. Oops. So, but anyway, I am also diabetic, and holy crap, almost 30 minutes. Wow. My family doesn't think I take care of myself, diabetic. My diabetes well enough, but I don't think so. I know I don't do don't do the best job of it, but better than other people do. I mean, I only have to take, I'm only have to take about 30 units of insulin a day that I take at night. I would take on that, I took 30 units of insulin when I was every night when I was living by myself. I did it, nobody had to remind me, nobody had to tell me, oh, you got to do this. I didn't have to go to the nurse to do that. I did it myself. I took my pills myself. I'd reorder myself. I didn't have someone watching over me, like a hawk, making me take my medication. Did it myself. And it's almost 30 minutes, so I should probably close this out and upload it. But anyway, I've done things for myself. I've never had a lot of help in some ways, but anyway, all right. Talk to you later. Sayonara. See you later. Bye.